Hello, freaks, geeks, degenerates, and basement dwellers. Welcome to the War Zone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Scruffy Tales. And we're gonna take a look at some recent developments, some recent news concerning the possibility of Ukraine operating Gripen fighter jets in 2026. So let's get into it. And one of the sources is, of course, Zelensky himself, while he had a visit from the Swedish king. And you can see here from this article here that Zelensky said that we are also grateful for the new program to strengthen the protection of our skies and our future modern air fleet of Swedish-made Gripen aircraft. We are very much counting on, and will discuss this today with His Majesty, that our pilots will begin training this year. So quite clearly, Zelensky he is dead set on getting Ukrainian pilots into Gripen fighters in 2026. At the same time, we also have this report that Sweden pledges 4 billion euros to Ukraine, and part of that includes training pilots on the Gripen fighter jets. So it's all coming together here, leaning heavily towards Ukrainians training on the Gripen in 2026 and potentially beginning combat missions even this year, as we will find out. Because as we can see here in this interview made by United 24, they're interviewing a former Swedish fighter jet pilot, and like he says, flying will be easy. He says here further down here that if a unexperienced pilot, which Ukraine by now have, they can in 3 to 4 months learn how to operate Gripen fighter jets. He does add, as it says, he believes an experienced pilot with strong language skills, right? A bit of a caveat. You benefit from knowing a bit of English, essentially. So if you know English, if you're good at English and you are experienced, then you can learn to fly the Gripen in 3 to 4 months. For a younger pilot, it will take a year, and then you're up to speed to fight in a war. But Ukraine, they certainly have experienced pilots. They just need to find pilots that are good enough in English, or a good enough interpreter that can accurately provide enough translations to bring the pilots up to speed. Might be difficult if they're gonna do gonna fly together in the double seaters, but yeah, never mind. There is a language barrier that needs to be overcome, obviously. But as you can see, if they start training in early 2026 or during the summer, we might see Gripen flying over the skies in Ukraine this year in 2026. And what are the perks of the Gripen? There are a bunch of perks coming with it. And in the same article, we can read from this former Swedish pilots. We only have one trolley with all the tools that you need, and you basically use one tool for most of the work. It's a really IKEA mindset. You have one tool and you put everything together and make everything work. And he says it works in the snow, in the mud, and cold, in the rain, in the dark, under a tree, in a base, everywhere. And the point is to keep the aircraft serviceable in rough conditions with as little infrastructure as possible, with turnaround handled by as few as 5 technicians in as little as 15 minutes. Compared to other airplanes such as the F-16, the Rafale, and others, they will normally take 3 or 4 times that time, so 45 to 60 minutes. And they usually also need 20 crew to make this happen in 45 to 60 minutes. So you need a lot fewer technicians, and these 5 technicians are usually conscripts as well. So in Sweden you get away with conscripts and 1 fully trained technician supported by 4 to 5 conscripts doing this. So you need extremely little logistics surrounding the aircraft, and you can get it up in the air as fast as hell, so you can do a mission, land, 15-20 minutes later be back in the fight and stuff like that. So it's fast, agile, and can perform a full host of different tasks in the same day. So this is obviously a big perk that the Ukrainians are desperate to get their hands on. But one major advantage is, of course, how you can combine Gripens with the Swedish early warning and control aircraft that Ukraine now operate. They have 2 of them, these AWACS aircraft with a big radar on top. And these are, of course, designed, both aircraft are designed by Saab, and they're built to work together within the same system. And so if Ukraine can get a hold of the fighter jet that was built to work together with the flying radar, I mean, then you can get the most out of both of these aircraft. And considering what we just have learned the other week, what Ukraine is operating, this creates a very interesting scenario. Because we know that Ukraine is operating the Swedish anti-ship missile, the RBS-15, and it has a range of 200 to 250 kilometers. The latest, most advanced version has a range of 300 kilometers. But they're operating RBS-15, a very advanced anti-ship missile, which might be an indication that Sweden is willing to also provide Ukraine with the very advanced air-to-air missile, the Meteor, which is considered to be one of the most advanced air-to-air missiles on the planet. Essentially, if you launch this at an aircraft, that aircraft can't get away. It needs to be extremely lucky to evade it, and the pilot basically has only one option, and that is to eject and bail. It has a range of 200 kilometers. So if you combine the ranges of these missiles, and the RBS-15 can also, the latest version that is, with the 300 kilometer range, can also be launched by Gripen fighters. So Gripen could provide Ukraine with the ability to launching these 2 missiles. And the Saab AWACS, the early warning and control system, that radar has a range of 400 kilometers. So as you can imagine, you can, with the Saab radar, you can look deep into Russia, spotting their aircraft early, get a Gripen into the air, or if it's just flying around and waiting for a target, it can move to intercept. And if it has the Meteors, you can actually intercept and engage Russian aircraft within Russia, launched from within Ukraine, combining the Saab AWACS with the Saab Gripen and the Meteor missile. That's not a small thing, and that's nothing to sneer at. And if you move the Saab AWACS down here and it starts to scan the oceans and the waves of the Black Sea, all of a sudden a Gripen can fly out to sea armed with an RBS-15 and launch it at targets far out into the Black Sea, meaning Ukraine all of a sudden now controls and dominates the Black Sea, and Russia has nothing to say about it. Russia cannot contend with this combination of this radar aircraft, this fighter jet, and these 2 missiles. This could be the beginning of Ukraine pushing towards aerial dominance over their own airspace, and to some extent within Russia and across the Black Sea. So yeah, the news that we got here that Zelensky he is intent on getting his pilots trained on Gripen in 2026. I mean, it could well and truly uh, lead up to we will see Ukraine flying Gripen as early as 2026 if they just get the right pilots into those cockpits. Extremely interesting, and like we just pointed out, could have a huge impact on the air combat over the battlefields. I mean, Gripen could drop bombs accurately on frontline positions, can engage Russian bombers before they can even get close enough to drop their bombs. I mean, a Russian glide bomb has what? A range of maybe 150 kilometers at most, and the meteors can reach out to 200, if not longer. So, I mean, that will affect the effectiveness of Russian bombers if they are chased by Gripens and meteors being tracked by the Saab AWACS. And stuff like that. So this is really interesting, and I really hope that Ukraine gets these aircraft flying in 2026 so that they can begin helping those poor guys on the ground and start so the Ukrainian Air Force can protect them from Russian glide bombs. Anyway, that's it. I hope I'll see you in the next one. As always, go på marsch, Ukraine, and give them hell.
Från forntiden, släpp lös rede. Låt valkyriorna rida igen. Låt jakten börja, låt himlarna brinna. Låt molnen blöda i vår ilska och hat. Låt griparna flyga, flyger den. Hör valkyriorna sjunga, hör en härjarna ryta. Med klo och näbb låt dessa krigsdjur jaga. Låt dessa majestätiska varelser frossa. Ringar täckta av blod, klor som sliter i kött, näbbar som skriker av vrede. Hör dem ropa över de brinnande himlarna. Hör valkyriorna sjunga över blödande moln. Se Gripen jaga, hör Gripen skrika. Se Gripen jaga. Från Valhall till Midgård, sprid ut era vingar. Se valkyriorna rida igen. Låt jakten börja, låt himlarna brinna. Låt molnen blöda, giv oss ilska och hat. Se griparna flyga, se dem fria. Hör valkyriorna sjunga, hör en härjarna ryta. Med klå och näbb låt dessa krigsdjur jaga. Låt dessa majestätiska varelser frossa. Vingar täckta av blod, som sliter i kött, näbbar som skriker av vrede.